I am young Homer, here to guide you further into the rise and fall of Zeus. Tonight, we continue Series 7, Worst Enemies and Greatest Threats with Episode 61, The Wrath of Ares. The god of war turns rogue. In this tale, we see the god Ares, son of Zeus and Hera, and embodiment of war and bloodlust, defy his father and unleash his own fury upon Olympus. Known for his unpredictable temper, Ares becomes a threat not just to mortals, but to the gods themselves, driven by a thirst for conflict and a desire to challenge Zeus's authority. As the god of war takes matters into his own hands, he brings chaos to Olympus, testing Zeus's control and the stability of the divine realm. As we enter this story of rebellion and turmoil, allow yourself to sink deeply into the comfort of your bed, feeling safe, supported, and fully at rest. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm spread through your chest, as steady as the quiet before a storm. As you exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing your body to grow heavy, sinking into stillness and ease. This is your time to rest, to let go, and to find peace. Now, focus on the steady rhythm of your breath. Each inhale and exhale like the sound of. Take a slightly deeper breath in, filling yourself with calm, and hold it gently for a moment. Then, as you exhale, feel any tension melt away, leaving only warmth and peace. One more time. Breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, feel yourself sinking further, grounded and serene. Now, let's guide each part of the body to soften, inviting relaxation with every breath. Start with your forehead, allowing it to relax completely as you exhale. Move to your jaw, releasing any tightness, letting it rest softly. Now, bring awareness to your shoulders. Inhale deeply, then let them fall, as though settling like armor set down after a long battle. Allow your arms and hands to grow heavy, resting peacefully by your sides. Notice the steady rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, releasing any last bits of tightness, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink deeper into the bed, fully supported and relaxed. And finally, bring attention to your calves, feet, and toes, allowing them to release completely, grounded and calm. Now, imagine yourself within the shadowed halls of Olympus. Swing, where the air grows tense, charged with anticipation. In the distance, you see Ares, clad in gleaming armor, his gaze fierce and unyielding as he moves through the halls with a purpose that brings unrest. Zeus stands at the edge of the throne room, resolute, watching as his own son defies him, the spirit of war itself unleashed upon the realm of the gods. With each breath, feel yourself surrounded by this quiet tension, as though you too stand witness to the unyielding forces that shape Olympus. Inhale deeply, letting the strength and calm of the scene fill you, and exhale, feeling grounded, steady, and fully at ease. With your body relaxed and your mind open, allow the story to carry you into this world of rebellion, power, and resilience, where even gods are tested by their own kin. Take one last deep breath in and let it out softly. Now, let us begin. Ares, son of Zeus and Hera, was born for battle. As the god of war, he embodied the primal rage and fierce passion of conflict, a being who thrived amidst the chaos of the battlefield. Mortals called upon him for strength, but they also feared his wrath, for Ares cared little for glory or honor. He reveled in the fury of war itself. A force of nature, he was often seen as the black sheep of Olympus, his fiery spirit clashing with the order that Zeus sought to maintain. Unlike Athena, the goddess of strategic warfare, Ares was impulsive, guided by instinct and a love for unbridled violence. His loyalty to Olympus was strained, for he chafed under Zeus's rule, feeling that his true power was stifled by the peace that Olympus enforced. Ares believed that conflict was essential to life, that without war, the gods and mortals alike would grow soft and complacent. And so, while he remained on Olympus, his heart longed for conquest, his bloodlust simmering just beneath the surface. This tension, fed by centuries of peace, would soon come to a head as Ares grew restless, seeking an outlet for his violent ambitions that even Zeus might not be able to restrain. The spark that ignited Ares's rebellion began subtly, with whispers of discontent spreading across Olympus. Ares saw the other gods in their lavish halls, growing comfortable in their roles, while he, god of conflict, strength, and strife, was called upon only in times of war. Resentment simmered within him, a resentment that turned to anger with each passing year. Ares longed for the freedom to unleash his power, to conquer lands and command the fear and respect he believed he deserved. Hera, his mother, sympathized with him to a point, understanding her son's frustration, yet she also cautioned him against reckless defiance. But her words did little to soothe Ares. Driven by his thirst for recognition, Ares sought out allies among the lesser gods and spirits of battle, rallying them with promises of glory and conquest. His whispers became louder, spreading through the ranks of gods who, like him, craved a change from the stagnation of peace. Ares knew he was challenging not only Zeus's authority, but the very foundation of Olympus's rule. And yet, the thrill of rebellion excited him. filling him with a sense of purpose that he hadn't felt since the Titanomachy. When Zeus learned of Ares' growing discontent, he summoned his son to the throne room, demanding an explanation. Zeus's anger was palpable, thunder rumbling through the hall as he confronted Ares, his voice cold and commanding. But Ares met his father's gaze with defiance, refusing to bow under the weight of Zeus's authority. "You have forgotten the purpose of war," Ares declared, his voice echoing through the hall. "While you sit upon your throne, Olympus grows weak. Peace has softened you, softened all of us. Mortals and gods alike need conflict to stay strong, to know the thrill of power and the reality of mortality." Zeus, his face set in a mask of fury, warned Ares that his love for chaos was blinding him, that peace was not a weakness but a testament to their strength. But Ares would not be swayed. He challenged Zeus directly, proclaiming that his father's rule stifled Olympus, that it denied the very essence of power that made them gods. To Ares, war was not merely an event, it was life itself, and he would not be chained by a peace that ignored his purpose. The clash of ideals was clear. Zeus, who valued order and balance, could not permit his own son to threaten the harmony of Olympus, and Ares, the god of war, could no longer contain the rage that demanded release. The tension between them ignited, sparking a conflict that would shake Olympus itself. Unwilling to submit, Ares took to the fields of Olympus, rallying his loyal followers and challenging any who dared oppose him. Olympus, once a place of serene beauty and peace, echoed with the sounds of battle as Ares unleashed his fury. Gods and spirits of war joined him, clashing with those loyal to Zeus, transforming the realm into a battleground. Athena, goddess of strategic warfare and Ares' eternal rival, was the first to stand against him. She met him on the battlefield, her spear gleaming as she moved with calculated precision. Athena knew that brute strength alone would not defeat Ares. She used her strategy and agility to counter his relentless attacks, her wisdom matching his fury blow for blow. Their clash was legendary, each sibling embodying a different aspect of war. Athena's calculated precision against Ares' raw, uncontained rage. But Ares' power was overwhelming, his love for combat unmatched. One by one, those who opposed him fell back, their spirits wavering in the face of his unyielding force. Ares surged forward, driving deeper into Olympus, his presence a storm of chaos that threatened to tear down the foundations of the realm. Zeus, witnessing the destruction wrought by his own son, knew he would have to confront Ares directly. In a confrontation that was as much a clash of power as it was of ideals, Zeus and Ares faced each other in the heart of Olympus. Zeus, with his thunderbolt in hand, stood resolute, his rage tempered by the duty to protect his realm. Ares, armed with his spear and shield, was a vision of raw, unbridled fury, the embodiment of war itself. The skies darkened as father and son collided, each blow resonating with the force of a storm. Zeus hurled thunderbolts that lit up the heavens, each strike aimed to subdue the relentless war god. But Ares met each attack with defiance, his strength amplified by the very rebellion that drove him. For every bolt that Zeus unleashed, Ares countered with a furious blow, his laughter echoing as he reveled in the thrill of challenging his father. Though mighty, Ares soon found himself faltering against Zeus's unyielding power. Zeus, drawing upon the strength of Olympus itself, began to overwhelm his son, his rage now matched with sorrow at having to subdue one of his own. In a final earth-shaking strike, Zeus unleashed a thunderbolt that brought Ares to his knees, his strength finally broken under the weight of his father's wrath. In the wake of his defeat, Ares lay on the ground, his pride shattered, his rebellion crushed. Zeus looked upon his son not with triumph, but with a sense of sorrow, for he understood the pain and frustration that had fueled Ares's defiance. Zeus knew that Ares's rebellion was born from a desire for purpose, a desire that had turned destructive when left unfulfilled. Rather than banish Ares or subject him to a harsh punishment, Zeus decided to grant him a different path. He decreed that Ares would serve as Olympus's defender, a god whose strength and fury would be called upon in times of true need. Though Ares's rebellion had been reckless, Zeus acknowledged his importance, giving him a role that honored his nature while keeping his destructive power in check. Humbled but not broken, Ares accepted his father's decree, his pride tempered by the knowledge that his defiance had led him astray. He returned to his place among the gods, his loyalty renewed, but his heart forever tied to the chaos of war. And though his spirit would forever yearn for the thrill of battle, he had learned the cost of challenging the order of Olympus. The tale of Ares's rebellion became a lasting reminder among the gods that even the strongest desires must be balanced by wisdom. Ares's defiance had shown that unchecked power was as dangerous as any external threat, that Olympus's greatest challenges often came from within. Zeus's response to Ares's rebellion reinforced his commitment to harmony, his understanding that Olympus thrived not by suppressing each god's nature, but by finding ways to honor it without disrupting the balance. For Ares, his defeat at the hands of Zeus brought a new perspective, a tempered approach to his role as the god of war. Though he would never abandon his love for battle, he came to understand that his strength was best used in service to Olympus, not against it. The god of war, once a rogue force of chaos, became a guardian of Olympus, his loyalty hard-won and his pride tempered by humility. The gods, though shaken by Ares's rebellion, found unity in the aftermath. They understood that each of them, even those born for conflict, had a place in the cosmic order, and as they returned to their duties, they remembered the lesson that Ares' rebellion had taught them, that true strength lay not in conquest, but in the wisdom to know when to wield one's power and when to restrain it. But Ares was not the only god whose dissatisfaction simmered beneath the surface. Join us in the next episode as we descend into the underworld, where Hades, Zeus's eldest brother, harbors a resentment that has lingered for centuries. Discover how the tension between the realms of Olympus and the underworld will challenge Zeus's authority once more, as Hades questions his place in the cosmic order and contemplates his own ambitions. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story together.